glorious day from here. I salute each and every one of you, all the patriots all over the world, every good freedom fighter, everyone fighting for hygiene in our society, allowing God's purpose in our life to be fulfilled. I bring good tidings from the Most High God, the Creator that was never created, the one that sees the ending from the beginning. Please, if you lay your hand on this very broadcast, do not hesitate to share. As we are about to enter the political terrain in Edo State, as one of the persons who are forced very hard to make sure we have hygiene in our society, we don't have sentiment in whatever thing we do. We say it the way it is. If you like, you listen. If you doesn't like, a mí me da igual, no me interesa. Lo que es más importante para mí, hay que simply hablar la verdad. Eso es muy importante. Please, if you are watching, as you are watching, share massively. And let's talk about political terrain in our society. I'm going to be giving you some points. So please, a massive sharing demanded, please. Let's talk about what's happening in Edo State right now. By now, most of us might have been convinced that there are things people do, we don't do it. Because the way we see our things, we see it from a different perspective. Good afternoon, everyone. God Almighty bless you. Please, if you are watching, make sure you share. And as many that are going to be watching, please just carry hanky and clean. Just try and wipe off your head a little so that you will understand what we are saying, because a lot is happening. A lot is happening as we speak. A lot is happening. A lot. Please, if you are watching, just share, please. We are going to be having another discussion later, but let's quickly drop this one here first and foremost. We are going to definitely be having another discussion later. Let's quickly drop this one here, because I can begin to see that there are a lot of things that is happening and say right now. If we don't tackle it on time, it will lead to things we never expected, which may not be good for a lot of our people. I told you right from the one, I know what is coming. I know vividly what is coming. I do come here to come and talk about the situation we are facing, so that the time you get to where God is taking us to, that transition to global greatness, our time begin to achieve those things. It does not come as a surprise to you, to enable you know that it has been a process. Now, obedient movement. It is a breaking news. Obedient movement. Governor Obaseki have too much enemy within. His Excellency Governor Godwin Obaseki, Executive Governor of Edo State, have too much enemy within. A fight against the Governor Obaseki is a fight against development and good governance. I'm going to be proving it to you. Don't be in a hurry. His Excellency Governor Godwin Obaseki, Edo State government, obedient. Let no politician use you for their personal selfish interests. All the obedient. Let no politician use you for their personal selfish interests. We were the one that highlighted as many people. Let's say majority of you guys there, when you guys found out that really our brothers were there abroad, they don't talk about this man. I was the first person who brought it out from the scripture. And I would not like a situation whereby they weaponize it to become form of a terrorist organization Anytime APC and PDP had, they give you money or they come and bribe you, use it against this very governor, it will affect you in a hurry. And the time you go to come. Now let's come to look at it. Check the whole world. How many persons have you ever one day see who defend your rights straightly the way it ought to be? They don't do it. And the problem a lot of aliens today have with Godwin Obaseki is their personal selfish interests. They don't have a developmental problem. Maybe what is this project that he's doing, don't doing it well. They have personal problem with him. 80% of the problem Obaseki has with people today is all about he did not give me money. It's not all about development. So for you that they are going to start using against a state governor, my dear, you are not doing the man. You are only doing yourself. Now let me break it down a little. The reason why I noticed this is that this thing has been weaponized is this. You see this House of Assembly, this useless House of Assembly of a thing. A lot of you don't know today the meaning of House of Assembly. You don't know what it does there. House of Assembly is a gym room. Who put the state right the way it ought to be in terms of keeping laws and order and bringing development to your locality. Now, the only way we've been able to know that we have a house of a idiotic House of Assembly in Edo State is to use it against the governor. And not that it's going to work. Now, these same people who are there, now these same people coming in, I'm not against you that you're voting for a preferred candidate of yours. Maybe you have Labour Party members who want to also go to House of Assembly. Let them go on their personal, whatever, on their personal motive that they are bringing development to your constituency. Not weaponizing it, colliding with APC government to make sure you impeach the state governor. That is not how it's supposed to be. Now, at the time, what you are supposed to use something for is not what you are using it for. It means it has been weaponized, and it is bad. At the time, what you are supposed to use your voter card for is no longer what you are using it for. It means the movement you feel you are pushing have not become a terrorist organization or a terrorist movement. You know that you guys have no right. Anytime you talk, they unleash on you. And the only man who says that is where it be. In the whole Europe is me. I'm not afraid of anybody. And I will still tell you here. If you allow them to weaponize Obi movement, I saw what was coming. That was why I told you Obi won an election. They did not give it to him. We don't use excitement to do anything. And the same alien that is supporting you from abroad, do one like this, my dear. When you go gas tomorrow, they won't help you. They cannot give you visa to come abroad. Now, the inhuman we have been facing our state, have they talked about it? The inhuman we have been facing our state. What have they been doing about it? Why is it that when the people need help, the politicians need help for their personal selfish interest, they want to use you? The thing they have been doing, what is your own interest inside? They want to start using you again. And the person you just elected, you see that they don't count his votes. Look at the Naira policy. This very our sister, Bessinville, she went to different kind of places to show us how market look like during this very when Naira was not in circulation. They were collecting the same Naira in the north because they are the one that owns the system. The system was functioning for them. I told you here, it's not about the election, but this same House of Assembly, did they join hands together, or this same person using you now? Did they join together to say, no, this thing will not happen in my state? They cannot talk. But when they need you, they want to use you and dump you. That's politician for you. Let nobody use you. Keep your card. Use it for the rightful things. I did not say you shouldn't go and vote for the candidate of your choice. Don't let them weaponize it to not be something you mobilize against one person. Even with the person you are voting for, it's not going to do you well. Why most of you still annoyed today? If any of you still listen to APC candidate today, it shows that you don't know what you are doing. Why they not give you Obi where you vote for? If these people love you, why they not give you Obi where you vote for? They want to occupy the house so that the fulanization they are bringing, nobody will vote against them. They want to occupy the house so that the digital ID they are bringing, nobody will talk against it. Let's talk about COVID when it happens. Did you see any alien or any useless person who did a video more than as I do to fight for you. The House of Assembly, they know it was toxic. The House of Assembly, they collected money. They know this thing was deadly. Were they having a session for it to protect you? No, they were not having a session for it. Most of you, your sisters abroad today, it was the movement of the House of Assembly and some of your idiotic brothers abroad who promulgated this something. That's why your sister is sick abroad. Did they talk about it? They did not talk about it. Now they want to start using you. You feel they love you. If they love you, how many times have you ever, House of Assembly, ever one day have a seat for your purpose? Look at when Fulani unleashed on your fathers. When Fulani were killing your fathers, raping your mother in the farm. Mass killing everywhere, kidnapping. Did you see a session in ITV News or EBS or NTA that look at the useless House of Assembly of Edo State? They are trying to cause a lasting solution for the insecurity. They don't like it because they are Baba in who they are working for in Abuja. That's what they told them to do. They are doing the will of Fulanization. That's what they are doing. The House of Assembly of Edo State, the reason why is there is to support Fulanization, not for you. So you have a state governor. I'm not trying to say Obaseki is a saint, but the fight against Obaseki is a fight against development and good governance. These people are complaining because some of the policy that Obaseki brought that will help the state is not favoring them, because what they believe on, it must be me. Let them bring even out to Osagbovo idiotic Iyoa and this Osahunda Ogie. They are the enemy Obaseki has today. And if I were to be Obaseki, if it's under my jurisdiction, I will fire on my cabinet. I will elect a new ones. Obaseki have the most. You know, even get him himself. All demons in heaven and on earth, Obaseki pallied around himself. That is why they couldn't curtail after the campaign. They couldn't reach out to anybody to calm the tension down. Please do not vex for the governor. Okay, you work for Obaseki. Everybody that see that is annoyed of Obaseki today, is as a result of Obaseki did not appreciate them. That's why they are annoyed of him. That's why they are annoyed of him. They are not annoyed because he's not doing. They know he's doing well. It now become a transfer aggression. This one go vex. There was a boy from America spoke the other day. He called me and they said, see. Now say, my brother, this post you are always raising against this governor. Think calm. I talked to him since that very day. He stopped raising post against the governor. And this was what the people were supposed to be doing. I fought the governor. Why did I fight him? About the policy, about the injection. That I fought him openly. How many of these idiots abroad who have fought the governor openly? Governor, look at what you are doing. This policy will not help my people. Nobody does it. They doesn't have the cojones to do it. They can't do it because they are cowards. They are cowards. They can never defend your right. Everything is about them. Now what Governor is not my friend. Obaseki is not my friend. Go and tell him. But we defend rights of the people. We stand for the truth. So don't let anybody weaponize obedient movement. And what are the obedient? Now, the reason why it was an angry set of people who are tired of the system. And today, what you are supposed to see through the election that just happened, you are not seeing it. Nigeria is not made to be a country. Nigeria is not made to be a country. So as many of you fighting to make Nigeria work, you are an idiot. Nigeria were not created to be a country. Now, let me give you the news from here. I will also be playing the video to you. God help me. Let me give you the news from here. And I will also be playing the video to you why I told you Nigeria is not a country. Now, if you talk about who sold Nigeria to the British, it was one man called George Grundy that sold Nigeria to the British. Grundy, the founder of the Royal Niger Company, which had his headquarters in Lokoja. Sir Godwin sold the Southern Nigerian Protectorate, land and the people, to the British government for £865,000 in the year 1899. That was when they sold Nigeria. Now, therefore, the name Nigeria was given by Flora Shaw. I go even call her fucking mate to Lolugard. That who named Nigeria that you are claiming today. Now, let me go for that a little. I would be able to tell you of it, but I don't want to read it for you. Now, the entire land is under the administration was known as a Royal Niger Protectorate. a royal Niger protectorate. Now, what was Nigeria called before 1914? Nigeria, the explanation name for its association was the river. The first section was named the Northern Nigerian Protectorate, and the other half was preferred as the Southern Nigerian Protectorate. However, in 1914, the two halves were united and the area became known as a simple Nigeria. Nigeria you are seeing today is a Royal Niger Company. It was not meant to be a country. Nigeria were not made for inhabitants to live. Nigeria were made as in, let's just create it. It be like a town hall. Nigeria name was like a town hall. It was never made. It was sold. Now who collected the money? Your country were sold in 1899. You are here doing Buga, Obi movement. Does that mean you belong to a movement? Does that make you think? Are you kidding me? Are you guys useless? Now you want to turn the Obi movement to become a year and a year? That's what you want to do? Fighting yourself because of the same politicians? Tell me how many times these people defended your right? Your House of Assembly, idiotic idiot. I will start blocking their names soon. May I cast everywhere before what is happening going to happen. It's not for to follow no road. They are using you there. How many times have they defended your right? What? Go and check Google the meaning of the use of House of Assembly. Right now they want to weaponize Obi to start fighting their personal selfish interests. During this very less of no money in the system, how did they help you? Did they help you? Did they help you? What help did they give to you? When you are having problem at times, people are leeching on you. How many times have they ever wanted to solve one problem for you? It pains me that Obaseki have a law. In short, Obaseki is working with dead ghosts. Ghost work Obaseki and winner. Obaseki have nobody. Let me play a video to you that Good Lord Jonathan. The reason why Good Lord Jonathan were removed from office, supported by this your useless brother Barack Obama, and only me we were. If to the election, the Secretary of State were sent to come and meet Buhari. That was when Buhari stopped support the population agenda by force vaccine. A lot of you don't know it. Of you to go and read, you won't read. Both are gradual. You become so useless. You are being carried away, tossed up and down by every wind of doctrine. You don't know what is coming for you. You don't know what is coming for you. How many bees have the House of Assembly useless idiot of Benin? How many bees have they supported? Right now they want to connive with APC. The same person, the same party that is punishing you right now, who ran the election, all your effort were wasted. Your vote were never counted. Or say baby when Donald Trump cried out, it was a glitch of picture where every one of us would have been able to combine together and see, oh, the year ring election. A lot of you did not believe. Now it have happened to you. Who's going to come to your rescue? What the same House of Assembly of Edo State saying about it? Have you seen them, they hold the session and say, no, this case, the Nigeria must carry to court. Our judicial system must be respected. You think they are working for you? You are going to use Obi movement right now to elect more thieves. And this one, they will no longer loot your money. They are going to put nail on your head because they are coming to come and fulanize you. They are going to put nail on your head. I swear, go and mark today's date. I know they carry the talk. If you allow them to use you, my dear, your own is finished. In short, God is going to forget as if you were ever created. Let me play the video to you of what Good Lord Jonathan said. This was the reason why Good Lord Jonathan were removed. Because Jonathan tell his cabinet that Nigeria were never made to succeed. Nigeria were not supposed to be a country. But don't make it to be a country. And why are you dragging to still make sure Nigeria became a country? I can't really get it. Why are you still fighting tooth and nail to make sure Nigeria remain a country? I can't get it. Why? Why? Just listen. It's about 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Listen to Good Lord Jonathan.
How we've been having this conversation about the unity of Nigeria. And I reflect back at some of the prominent statements made by some of our founding leaders. And I feel that probably this would help us to have the conversation on the Nigerian unity. I just brought forward, not to bore you, first, and I quote, not my statement. Nigeria is not a nation. It's a mere geographical expression.
Okay.
There are no Nigerians in the same sense as there are English, Welsh, or French. The word Nigerian is mere country called Nigeria.
Okay.
What is now Nigeria consisted of several large and small communities, all of which were different in their outlooks and beliefs. The advent of the British and that of Western education has not materially altered the situation, and the many and varied communities have not knit themselves into a composite unit. This accredited to Sir Ahmadu Bello, former Premier of Northern Region. He thought, and I quote, since 1914, the British government has been trying to make Nigeria into one country.
Okay.
But the Nigerian people themselves are historically different in their backgrounds, in their religious beliefs and customs, and do not show themselves any sign of willingness to unite. The Nigerian unity is only a British intention for the country.
Okay.
This is
Now, a lot of you, the problem that we have, when some senators come, we just carry it, not looking back again. Obi is a politician. Who told you we are sent to come and cause, make everyone come down? And right now, APC is not sponsoring you. Against a preferred candidate who also go and represent you. Now, before this time, this same Labour Party, are they not also politicians? Are they not drinking the same blood? Have you talked about the system? None of you is an opportunity for you to say divide this country. If you are really sensible, you are an obedient movement. It's an opportunity for, because when are they going to count your vote? When will they ever count your vote? Now I was feeling, because what me myself I was just feeling that okay, right now the youth are waking up. Right now we cannot talk about the system. Then you are still pushing forward. You want to now start using your PVC to wound yourself. Does that take Fulani away from your boots? The same person, the same governor you are going to bring, for example, what is his agenda? Is it not the same APC governor? That will just automatically, don't you even know right now, when Tinubu is making some kind of things from Abuja, you have an opposition governor that will say no to it. Don't you think it's more better if you are not senseless? Go and look at the way abroad functions. States in America that where Democrats have governors, they were the one that carried lockdown. I will categorically mention to you Texas, Greg Abbott, that man in a wheelchair, now the governor for there. They did not do lockdown the way other people were doing, the way California does their own. If you check Florida, where Governor Ron DeSantis is a governor, they know they obey Biden lockdown. Now you are opportunity to have a governor who is going to be an opposition to APC. You want to do Kurukere and remove him. OPC Emilesio Kuzebude, Edomanamu, and you don't know what is coming for you. You guys does not know what. When we are one time and when we have a suno. If you like, you take, go and use your card. Remove the governor. Vote for. I'm not saying you don't vote for any obedient whatever. Let those one come in, and let them also try and see how they can change things if they have something on their head. Now, after you might have let this obedient the House of Assembly member that we played the other day. Oh, but if you see what he's doing, he's only the one beginning House of Assembly. He tried to make sure our right is defended. He tried to make sure any bill we pass in there, they are not doing it. Governor not they pay youth before for upper. And right now, governor is not paying youth because of the person we elected newly. We voted for him. Right now, they want to make sure your card is being weaponized to start impeaching the governor. Impeaching the governor, that's solve your problem. If you impeach Governor Obaseki, Fulanization of your life is done. A lot of you don't really know the plan of APC or what demand that we have a handful of educated morons who does not think. You don't think now. You don't think. You feel it's all about coming together. I was thinking, yes, this year have now become a catalyst. We are going to use to dismantle the system of Nigeria. I never knew that Wakba cooperate. But you couldn't cooperate for your mother and your father to go to farm. You couldn't cooperate. Everywhere you were when you go up to today, only those suffer this cashless policy. Or suffer our market, our mothers in the market, they will go to Aduwawa. A basket of tomatoes. Maybe, for example, it used to be 8,000. another 8,000 will be added to it because they have to collect the whole naira from them. Hausa make more money. The Fulani will nastically rich. They become multi-billionaire. Their own government created this plan for them to make more money from your head. But yesterday now, they are finally give verdict in the court that this old money should be used in 31st of December. What does that tell you? Is that one not enough for you to now start even saying, not even bring Obi back, shut down the system, and divide this country? A country that were never made to exist. A country that were never. How can a girl, a woman, need you wear man say? A girlfriend in Lologad, a Satike Lologad, or name in Nigeria. Then you want to fix it and let it work because you are not those morons. This morning I just wake up, I call a friend of mine, Madrid. Why am I a Nigerian? Why are they here to a Nigerian? Because we have a lot bunch of element of idiotic set of people who do not know themselves. They are not abroad, know his name. Ask them. Your brothers are in abroad today, instigating you against your state government. Go and check the project that man is doing. Bongwe Governor Obaseki will say that's why many now. I go keep on, I go win all of them. You know why I'm a sincere person. I'm not a friend to the governor. The people that governor pile up around himself are the problem he have. Up to Sabion is an enemy to the governor. Up to this, you idiots. All of them, they are all enemies. Because if for example, you have a leader, what you do, whatever thing that will make that leader, the administration to work out, you check out loopholes for him. You check, none of these people check out loopholes for Obaseki. Obaseki today, apart from Apostle Alfred, or phone or tell Obaseki no tell no man. All of them, they hate him because of money. But I want to hate Obaseki because of injection policy. I know this will not good for my people. Tell me what does you say about it? Tell me how many of these people right now telling you how I vote here. He will show idiots. After the matter pay is Yamu also encouraged to go and take a load. Do you know how many of our people are dying abroad today because of the same injection? Morons. You think everything these people brought out for your advantage? They want to succeed right now so that they are going to pay millions dollars to make sure they remove Obaseki. So that at the time Tinubu is talking, why did they remove Adeleke's uncle, Adeleke, Davido's uncle from Osun State? So that APC we can be done there. So you are those people that have governor who can defend you. That man go school. He's educated more than your Peter Obi. If you don't know that, no. It's because they've already tagged the governor. After all, you're banner now. Don't look at how our traditional. That's why Mamu White cool. How will you weaponize an institution against people? If this person is not doing according to your will, why am I winning it? That's why you people are wicked. Right now, be movement will have a weaponize, but he can't stand. Go and fight your mandate and take it back from the federal government. Why were we Obaseki were put it there by our ancestors. Except that you were of our ancestors. Why do Obaseki in Europe? He can't have Vegbuwa. Who are you seeing Wamuyak Bilegbuwa? Because these people, they don't want a better thing. Our brain became so cheap. Once you are in the social media, they can no longer digest it on their own. What have been the use of the House of Assembly in water? What have they done when Fulani on lynching? How many bills were they able to sign up? They were the one that was supposed to defend you by law. Some of the protests you go is because the House of Assembly have failed us. That's why we go for protests. How many have you ever wanted to register your blood and say these people take the will of the people Mahmoud Dayi? Now you want to show we have for Afoswale. What damn do Wamawu? It don't want Bobuwa. What damn I will write all your name, submit tell you where is it. When I House of Assembly member, all of them they will gather around themselves and begin to bring up and not unnecessary nonsense. This thing. Bring it where is in your law. What have they said about the election that was wrong? You don't know that these are an injustice. You don't know that a country cannot function like this. We don't have a patriot today in the Nigeria. All we have is stupid politicians. Any Labour Party member who have voted on the July House of Assembly, are they not a politician? Are they sent? Have you tested them? Don't be carried away. But Labour Party say from heaven, say, okay, Labour Party, because we're winning and your Labour cannot be in vain. What did you gain? 30 years in church. Tell me what did the blood of Jesus Christ do for you? This is how they weaponize Christianity and give it to you. They will just call upon a small boy who died the age of 33. Then you just call upon him. Look at people are brought today. Every one of us is suffering. No make a bona. No make a bona. Oh, why me? No make a bona. But they are removing Europe from what is happening in those states. You find out that your mother is poor and your father is poor. They are like people in Somalia. But they are removing European money going to Europe. Now, if you must get this life right, don't always think you just wake up one morning because you were opportune to buy one car, push and start. It's going to be like that. What about when this car broke down tomorrow? What about when this thing become like this? Did that have plan B? What about every one of us is deported tomorrow? I said, Europe say mass deportation, everybody go back home. This same your brother is sustaining you. Can he be able to sustain you in the same Nigeria? That shows that it's not great. A great people does not have a career, they have a mission. Now ask your brother and your sister, how did they make their useless money they send in molding blocks at home? And let us take them away from this very system and place them in Nigerian system. Most of them, they cannot write their names. Most of them here. Are you going to tell me you are rich? No, is it going to continue like this? Count your 8 years from now. Already 48 now, another 8 years. How many years is that? Is it not close to 50? Then what did you expect of it? You think it's going to be a bed of roses? And right now, we are trying to do what we can do. Although the one is fighting for their freedom. Brava is fighting for their freedom. It's not for those people to be fighting for their total liberation. You want to use because you gather up yourself, you cooperated, even the election was wrong, your vote was never counted. Right now, who were here, your election was prepared. Now that one make you better. Don't you know what you say, what you read? Why not elect a leader? Because you know that leader will do something. Most of all, we supported you. I was one of the first person who endorsed Peter Obi here. In the book of Isaiah, chapter 1, verse 19, if you are willing and obedient, you will eat the fruit of the land. And I later buttress, so it's not all about Peter Obi, so that you don't start lost in emotion. You don't start over putting your excitement there that he's going to do all it all. We still have a lot of rivers to cross. I was thinking I was talking to a human being. I never knew that I was talking to animals on uniform. If not, what does the book of Exodus chapter 12? Verse 30, what did he say? He said, obedient is better than sacrifice. It's not about Peter and Obi. It's not about Peter and Obi. Nigeria have a plan for you. You don't have from your sis mouth. Do you know why they always go after your freedom fighter? Because they never want you to be liberated. They know Obi will be good, better than Tinubu. What did they win the election? Why did I think? Have you ever seen where? Since you grew up that the Britain, they are protesting in Nigeria to fist up UK. Our people, they only protest in UK. At the end of the day, the thing does not count. But when UK is having their problem, NHS protested the other day. University have been protesting. Medical healthcare have been protesting. There were massive protests during the time of lockdown. No to green pass. You will not see any Nigerian Ifulefu that joined them in protest. But once something happened to them, they will run to their embassy and gathered in thousands to protest. You are not ashamed of yourself. How many times have Britain protested in your place? Population of Nigeria and Britain, how many are we? Check the differences. If you share Nigeria into three, now be one side of Britain population. Now, have you ever wondered, think, how were these people able to fist up their society? Because they fist up their society with the system. You know how many prime ministers that ruled Britain for quite some time? Under 6 months, Boris Johnson left. Liz Truss came. Rishi Sunak is there. Before that, Boris Johnson came, it was Theresa May that was there. Donald Trump put call to through Theresa May. He said, Mama, come on, the heat that is coming. You can't do Brexit, you can't face it. And he heard that, but Theresa May ran. He never want to lead the UK through Brexit. Then they brought in Boris Johnson. Go and see the calamity today. Why are they facing calamity? Because of the inhuman they meted upon us. Because the system they gave to us. Instead of us to fight the cause of our problem, we are fighting the people that are trying to cause a little solution to their best way of their knowledge. Why not the House of Assembly, the useless House of Assembly of Edo State? Why not join hands with the government to fix up the state if you people are not lawless? And tell me their use. If you say right now to pass a vote of no confidence, a vote in any plan you are planning against Obaseki or Leluwa, any evil plan you people have against Obaseki, wicked. Those people are so wicked and useless. Alien set of people. So what has this man done wrong? Why not use the same APC to fight him? Let's go to the polling unit. And I wonder most of you that are also going to use. I know a boy in my area at that time, they gave him just 40 million. He was an SSA to the governor. That boy brilliant, well. That was how they give him for 40 million. Huh? He dumped his position. Somebody that can look at what wicked did. A wicked that was calling Obaseki a betrayer. Most of you are Bini Efulefu, Bini alien, Bini sophisticated morons, Ozu morons, and Ewu Merije. You supported wicked. What? Where again? Wicked when wicked. He put out truth and truth. But have you seen any Port Harcourt coming out today calling wicked Oyomba? A wicked or ring election. This one is too glaring. All that was sagging. Does something happen in Edo State? No one alone. The people of Rivers, so they are mighty wicked Oyomba. A wicked rank election. A wicked that even promise. You know, at times people that are very sincere. When Obaseki don't give her the statement, I was not too happy about it. But the excuse this man later came for him to respect you guys and came out and said, okay, now the time frame they give to him was not enough because I say I am married and there are ways you use stadium. You have to prepare a lot of things. There are so many some of the ground you need to spray so that as soon as the tea enter, may for let you clean come on. A lot of you are knucklehead. There are times on stadium, there are certain things you spray. That thing go dry automatically if leg enter, may for let you clean easily. Do you know how much it's going to cost the state governor? Anytime they use the stadium to maintain it, he was not preparing for it. Of which he was the same person that gave us that location. He did not say don't do this election in Edo State. The stadium is not available right now because the reason best known to me. Maybe if we are to be OB, we also do the same thing. OB in his own time, the records are there, go and check it. But during his time, you know, the people of Anambra, some of them also agree with him. Why Obi not save his people? All these governors have their shortcomings. They have one area or the other they have not done well. None of them is God and they can never be like God. And if you are looking at them like God, the book of Isaiah condemns you. He said, woe unto that man that puts his trust in man. Now, Obaseki later came out and respect you guys and say, okay, now, I wait to do boss here. If you catch person, catch something at times, the person will deny. Take on like that. Don't have one area weapon. He denying alone, he show he respect you, he still respect the friendship. Don't overstart using prayer. Oh, Utama, area yesterday, just take and say, okay. Thank God, say, don't see you finish. On that, the win away, we want me away. Oh, go about tears, who may be Pauna. Dima came, or you told you, Matorio, Megua, I don't know how to support you. Or you told Matorio, but he explained it. Most of us, we see sense in it because we are sensible. Most of you did not see any sense in it. But this same person, when you're governor, he never said don't do it here. Now that is gone. He explained that one. Now the same wicked who we are calling Obaseki a betrayer, who is not the betrayer here? This is what they do. When their mate is having problem, they quickly hide upon that loophole and begin to speak from the two sides of their mouth. No, they are going to do what's starting tomorrow. Check what Wicked did to you right now. Wicked was the one that put you in this mess you are. If Wicked have supported, right now, Wicked have done APC. What does that tell you? Wicked is coming for the population agenda. Wicked is a vampire. Wicked want to make sure they bought Wicked over. Please, so you are the only voice in South South because Wicked is the lion of the tribe of Judah in South South. You cannot doubt me that. Wicked have military might. For them to buy Wicked out from your coast. And the only Obaseki now will be see get sense. Your fullization is going to be massive. The most brilliant government in Nigeria, whether you like it or not, or not be Obaseki. After Wicked feel they use military might say may get away with that. But if you talk about brain and Obaseki, now get brain pass for all of them. That was why President Muhammadu Buhari was always taking him along any summit that is going. He not they take any of them because he knows say Obaseki goes school. Now, come to check about it. You want to make sure they remove Governor Obaseki so that South when they are now leeching on you, only Governor Oton or for the Maibeben of one, or Kowa, that one, or Konos one. That one cannot move mountain, cannot even move a bube. You don't know what we're about to do. It's of you to secure your territory. We are talking about right now, divide Nigeria, none of you say. You want to fist up a country that was never meant to be a country because of your knucklehead and your personal service. As you don't see me, so you are bound. Me, I be unmovable. All this your idiotic, whatever was so many of one. Anak boli greuna. Oh, I get this yok bali be monye. Moya bello man. Na me only me want to feed the ghost station. He a name woman. I tamame we you. Uma tamame nek back. Momo way. All this coward they social media na they can never defend any right. Tell me what they have fought for you that is helping you today. Have they ever want to insult the queen? Can they ever want to talk about Britain leave us alone? They can't say it because they are animals. Then you are going to unleash on your governor. You want to sell out your Moses. Nadia, you will die in the wilderness. You don't know what is coming. Look at as Erofa came out. He did the governor. He said they should be. You see, his people should be using the old naira. He said going to be the one to collect it from them and go and change it. Really, outside the Fulani, they become multi-millionaire on your own detriment. Outside Fulani become multi-millionaire. Those states we are thriving. I know how much left my pocket to those states. I know how many of my friends send money home to their loved ones. Even send to the people they know before. Please do some stock at home. Up till now, we are in pains. Nobody of you care about that. All you care about is your stomach. It's not about your stomach. Me, I'm here to defend the truth. A fight against Obaseki is a fight against democracy, and any person ever that is fighting against democracy, people don't already release some out when or can fight democracy. Democracy must stand in our time. It's something we must have to defend, irrespective. We are using settlement for everything. Now, for those of you 50 years abroad, you have to suffer again for another 8 years. Oh, one boy had you couldn't go and sleep in the house. You don't know bad investment. Do you think you are going to make Nigeria okay for you? Right now, they want to remove only the governor you have and opposition. Only Nigeria who does not have opposition. Only Nigeria. If Elijah was to be a good man, he would still be speaking by now. Now, the reason why we have opposition is this. Opposition help you to talk to your government. What is not doing well, they will do it. Only what is there Yamu did. Honor the time of rejection, but call your sisters and brothers abroad. Ask them their heads. They will be faithful enough to tell you something is missing. Immune system is gone. They have microdiasis in their system. They have been microchipped. Most of them, some of them agree. They have graphene in their system. They have spike protein in their system. They have nanotech in their system. Call them and ask them who promoted it in those states. Anna Rigon is there Yamu as opposition party. One is there Yamu say we have some alien in UK. Or loading or because they have never wanted to start to defend humanity. Or my own is to defend humanity. I'm the CEO of Salvation for Humanity and Redemption. I'm the CEO of it. So any of you that fought to make sure humanity goes down or anything sooner than anybody, you posted by picture, who posted by audio, who support logically or otherwise, my dear, yeah, activism can maintain the world. Then what? None of you is insulting your government. None of you is insulting why this is happening. You want to use it against the government. Why am I not doing what? Joseph now, when they saw selling Joseph, they saw they are done well. Was he not at the landed themselves in slavery? Look at Igbo people. They feel lucky when the canoe in jail, selling him out. We'll give them freedom. Igbo people today, have they not started begging their brothers now? They started begging their brothers. Only person you have that will stand for you tomorrow. What the same APC not carry over during Oshomole. Take over those. That was why they were having it because Oshomole you can be seen as an Edoma. He's a full animal. He's a full animal. They have simple agenda. That's why today you see a do alien who clap for Tinubu to come see. And what is the plan of Tinubu? The same person today not voted Tinubu, you see your close friend. I'm proud of him. I'm proud of him. I'm not in South Africa. Pray. Let them weaponize OB movement. Or say mega, make America great again. Donald Trump of America. All what so? The corporation I go. Why test the same Labour Party no? The same people, the same people. The same people, the same human being, the same political system. As if you have been able to join together. Where my mere why can't we let the work? Where my mere did you have cooperation? Where my bonu bonigminade? Where my mere I see you both of you come together, carry your stupid PVC. A PVC one normal stupid set of people. A normal help one year. Instead of everybody to be soberly reflecting now, let's shut down this country. You are still gathering the country. You are still gathering the country. A big bomber, or what prison wire? 200 million if you live. Yeah, when I graduate, you know. The same House of Assembly, the education they should know better than you. They should know better than you, the same House of Assembly members. All they do, a lot of you did not really know the reason why Obaseki no matter is inaugurated. You don't know. Don't pray to pass through what some people pass through. A lot of you have been bastardized by your friends. You don't know what that man is facing. Go and look at project. Project is so mega project. I'll be wondering, how is this man getting this money? So having apart from Red Roof, I don't have so Oshomole went away with your 30 billion. Wama when I prove because why me no denuwa? Ime wa to imo happen to many siwa. I know what is coming. Ime wa back. Sorry God, we will do it. I know what is coming. You cannot stop what is coming. What you are going to turn OB movement to, is going to land you in a state of resonantia magnetica. If you want to start turning OB movement to start humiliating the good people of the state, I cause that movement today. Except you do it, a movement that would have led us through revolution. If I'm not revolution here, every weekend you know ring election you want massively collected money. He betray you at the diamond. Obaseki saying in his later for time. Okay, this man went to some polling booth. How will a state governor or what game? Now, if the governor want to really do it, or me soldier no low, or me soldier there are way governor or the when he away. Anyway talks. There are ways to do it when the casualty arrive. Nobody should even vote. Or when we are set up here, our governor was saved because Waka hated the governor. Will you be justful enough to say it? When those people start being truthful. Gera secretary of the palace or Reba or Ikame or Levane. O hagi wata we Guadedes. Wakbel Wagmo. O Hogan Watano Beluabe. Or Wana Rohunian Wajena. If you want to go notice happening, killing upon yourself. A notan people, if you answer whatever, if you answer no guani mavie, anima. You go no wallow those state a lama ro. Why no lama yaro? Your own currency, a lama way. You don't know yourself. A state governor, which you are seeing away because wow. Physically you are blind, you are mentally blind, you can't see what the governor is doing. You want to turn your movement. We're turn up movement to your deal with less than one deal with if you will survive it. I hate when people why military power, why do you oppress him? How many times have Obaseki mobilized to go and press anybody? People have insulted the most insulted governor or Metine Fiemi. There are things no can hold in the banner or my way. He had the power to do it. Then somebody will sit down in his one of a job renting no one. Or the mechanism by the Chokbalik Bene. Illegal immigrant, people does not know themselves. I hate when people try to turn the truth upside down. Or irritate me. Then matter cannot be talking. People stood and said this black monkey the white people. Man. Tell me what the House of Assembly have ever wanted to that fool and stop killing my people. At least let us see that bill. Let us see that bill that the Judah House of Assembly of Benin City of Edo State that they one day promoted the bill that Fulani, if you don't stop killing my people, I will unleash on you. We are always blaming the government. Do you know what the House of Assembly is supposed to be doing? They are not doing. They are there for them to get loophole and impeach the government. Why impeach so that Tinubu can foolanize you and kill you in a hurry. Here we are, we attend different meetings, night meeting, day meeting for you. You think most of this thing? No, una look me like person we go suffer for this world again. Now when God say me connect and I go, and we die so after the key. One in Nigeria, so after the I don't know where God forgive and pray. Now you are visiting a country that is not supposed to be a country. You are visiting why? This thing happen. Oh, Saloba get soon. We are not make an way to don't belong to Nigeria. Up to now, hold on. Obi movement. Obitate. Oh, me mokpa we yagba. Why yagba your personal life? The House of Assembly might buy one level. They do not stop the population agenda. B. The currency and the digital ID no they stop. Is it not me that told you here 2 weeks ago that Justin Trudeau, the Prime Minister of Canada, said that no digital ID, no healthcare. Is it not me that tell you don't know what is coming for you? Our blood is not good. You want to make hope to be toxic again. Make it toxic. My dear, let them bring it on. Let them bring it on. Why are no demon? No one will go astray. I will fight it for them. Men no, they know. Do you know how many times after doing some very video, Obale will harass me? I will be give that very day because they know what I stand for. This is be like una. Instead of them to bring out better informations. I can ring election of America, I ring go Brazil, I ring go Wawaso. Bear it. Bear what the people of Brazil also bear. Bear it. This is the system. Next time, you know how to be in solidarity with people. Look at the book of Matthew. I think 10 verse 36. He said, a man's own enemy is a member of his household. The enemy of Obaseki today, they have extra meeting they are doing in the back of the governor mind. If I were to be the governor, I will, all of you, worry a battle on any law that is available under my armpit, under my jurisdiction. Yeah, you work better. We are employing market women. I will give them the opportunity to function. Go wherever who are biki. Even was so a big Governor Obaseki or Lelua. If a political career war today, I seek it. Why they be willing to that you are not representing the people, you are not representing the governor. Look at governor have enemies everywhere. Why would not be picking people's phone? You are supposed to be a guardian to this governor. Reach out to them. They might not win an Obaseki today. All of them, they are hungry. Bring that money and settle these people is a problem. None of them today will see stand and say, let me defend this governor. Because they are never wanted to defend the truth. When I'm very high. I pay you no. They did not appreciate any of these people. That's the hunger you see today in the life of some blame me because maturity need all. But for me, I will only criticize you when you are not with the right policy. I criticize Obaseki not because he did appreciate me. I criticize him because of the policy because I know the danger that was in injection when they were doing the meeting. A spirit mega river. I know this thing would not be good for my people. That's why I was sent to come and liberate the people, not to come and put them into commotion. But a man will be taller than go and get it. Fight COVID. Why was a Twitter bot by Elon Musk? I donate because you pay tax. We the good people because of free speech. Because of free speech, I had to go Elon, please buy this thing so that now make an idea before you can't say it. Twitter we are weaponized. All social media we are weaponized. If you talk about, go and look at my page today. Do you think it was supposed to be my viewer? Or my because I log in through different Facebook accounts. Here I get voting. There are some of my Facebook right now I couldn't even enter. They all were blocked. They have to if I try to enter now, they have to send me a code. And the code in the alone or the way phone, I don't want to or come here to live broadcasting. They verify me every day by day, looking for one mistake or the other to remove me from Facebook. You don't know the meaning. Then you see other people getting viewer, or they are more brilliant. Let them do the kind of program I do. Let them give information that will save your lives. The people still having viewer today are the people that never say Zetacron is bad. Are the people that never say, well, COVID, what here, why, where? They are the people having viewer today. The Facebook is paying you. What are they paying you for? What enlightenment are you giving? Who are they supposed to pay? How am I save a life, you know? So the world is upside down. The world you are seeing is upside down. It's not the way you feel it's going to be. I hear them say, B movement. What peace war? What bad work you find? If I'm supporting anything, why not ya way no matter he cancel it? Why am I cancel my baba? But ye cancel it, carry again. Why you cancel it? What's one your pialelu work mina? Is it not small boy Port Harcourt? I saw the DC yesterday. He went to go and hang himself. Because that boy orientation arena will be a what our problem is solved. And the system is a problem. The system is a problem. And this thing that happen for you to have the mind to talk about the system. All of you are still mugu. You are not talking about the system. It's all about to be. You are not talking about. If you are not useless, why would you be talking about the system? The system should be talked about. The system, the problem that you have. A country that were sold, Akima, Manesata Protectorate, we were sold with 865,000 pounds. Ayakiwe. That was their country. Nelologadi no let me we were a generation ago that who were whatever our people are passing through today, people will also pass through it. They sold us out. Then you are happy. That was how Nigeria becomes. They sold you out. 1914 man is it's all about today. It's all about today. As if voting have made you okay before. Before you start carrying some, you know that thing have worked. Revolution have worked in so many areas. Revolution today, or turning Sri Lanka to a position of Jena. Revolution that they made, that later become a military coup in Mali. Or your military has suspended the constitution, the fraudulent constitution that the French colony brought to the Malians. The same revolutionary man, or your Burkinabe, you take over their government through a military coup. The same thing happened in Guinea. Oh, what? You want your UPVC to do it. Obi is your God. Obi is your God now. What's your manner? What has it done since? Who is going to judge you in the courts? I judge you with the courts. Without a man of a dollar, you working now. Or man, I call it the judge where my way, Nana say, look at what we are going to do. Can they give him justice? In all activism, anywhere in real land, wherever place you pass, is activism that will save you. Why you know, useless set of people, alien, wapaje safari. Right now, you are in abroad, you don't think again, you feel you have made it. But let the source of your income cease for one day. Useless set of people. Environment in Ireland, people campaign for it where now the House of Assembly now the task of Congress. Let our role like this. That everywhere, all garden should be in everywhere. You look at garden. You look at cars are properly parked. No garage. I got clear why you also destroy government property? People are already destroying the latter Obaseki is bringing. If not because the journey have come so far, people does not know themselves. You look at you guys are people want to oppress people. Also, why your opportunity now I attest to why so to see how good you will be tomorrow. Look how people are misusing it. God will use this very mist to test you how powerful your PVC is. Then you want to start using it anyhow. So because this is your people new mentor right now. You no longer know the political party, not put away too much. PDP or Siwafie all this year day long. PDP or Siwafie where if the same APC or 30 billion water storm project in your movie go mighty no. You go to while your Obaseki born one Obaseki to Buwa, why hate passion, fascinated morons. The same House of Assembly. But Obaseki will no. According to the law, I have to follow the law. How many of that speaks? Go and look at congressmen here abroad. When you are benefiting from the congressmen. What your congressmen are doing against other people is okay. You guys are wicked. All these here we breathe abroad. People make it to be free for you. Freedom of speech. It was through House of Congress. The House of Congress, they make it to be free for you. There are people today, they debate about people on the Labatuzari. From Algeria, from Libya, passing through Labatuza. Last 2 weeks here, about 3,000 something enter. Today now, they rescue about 211 people. What are the House of Assembly saying about it? But people, some people, opposition will also say, let's deport these people. Why people like House of Assembly members who were in House of Assembly, they will also stand and say, no, let's leave these people. Even your House of Assembly member, you have plans. The area we are politicians. These are the people that have eaten you long. They ate your life. The same person, what has it done for you? What right have they prevented for you? If something happened to a poor man, anything happened to a poor man in a state, who were supposed to defend your right? Not me. I'm supposed to give awareness why they will have a seat. Tell me how many times they ever want to sit about any of your condition. Most of your mother will be raped by Fulani. If we might give you wetter. Most of your sisters have been raped by Fulani. If we might get attacked. You think where you were there with Fulani were there, and here want me a guy. Here you go with your daughter, but if we have your one turning. What has your useless House of Assembly said about it? Now you have opportunity to have a card. So on your all civil war, you have a card in Ania. Where we are working one. Nonsense. How will you allow them to weaponize something? All of you is not supposed to even come out and vote. We're not because if now we're federal, not even Obaseki, not even Obaseki or anybody we will vote. You'll be annoyed. You are happy we have you. You think you can impeach as you are trying to impeach the governor, they calamity life. Impeach him because what that man is doing at least or here. Wicked that said he's a betrayer. He have a betrayed bro. Look at now, he betrayed about 200 million Nigerian people. A wicked yet in a regulation. We might in a wicked in a regulation. Why did they buy wicked over? They know where if they rank this election, I'm gonna do wicked. He has succeeded because that man has forced. If with the Obaseki would have done so together right now, the way Nigeria was in 1899, before we were so, we want to take it like that. Let us assume now we are not the Southern Protectorate. We are more here. From Southern Protectorate, then we will not share ourselves. For example, you are not agitating for that. They buy number hitman. What they buy, I've also collected money from Zetaco. In a way, they bomb we go, maybe na very ego create na very. You move one, you have go weapon. No guy will them. Today you have pains, and because you don't even think when my go do say pains, you feel no my have you up. Dirty set of people. Have a moron. I don't even know a no human work I made the same color. Stupid set of people. Please, we may be coming out later in the day to talk about our mate deal. So I can't go and not pa. I have language in alone anyway. So also why me mind a few no go down. That's destruction from our God. So do have a nice day, everyone. No matter what have a nice day, whatever thing you are waiting for Obaseki. You don't mind him no way. I'm not talking about you, the city. Because there are people that try to make sure you put Edo State as one of the states that we have for fulanization or digital ID or depopulation. If not, that's why you will not live to see that very day. If no your body please, I want to go and open up your brain. There are a lot that is coming. They want to make sure APC occupy the whole Nigeria so that no government will ever object them. That's what they are trying to do. Who even know whether they are not the one that will sponsor the OB movement? They know a day like this will come and they will start using it against their opponents because it has been weaponized with what I can perceive now. For my normal, we are supposed to be having a revolutionary man to take our country back, not using it against governors who have done well. Now, you people tried. No, if you want like PDP to get 1%, that's a normal thing. Trying to you are angered that you want to change the system. But why will APC not be using you? Because they want to impeach the government. Nia Mude to come and do the will of Fulani. You better go and think for yourself. Please, for the people that want to call us at times, our telephone number is +34 631 056284. Telephone number +34 631 056284. That's a telephone number. You can follow us on National Patriot Association. You can also follow us on New World Construction Limited. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel. ICPTV is our YouTube channel. So the guy tells if the time permits, then there are other messages that God has given to me we will be talking about. If time did not permit, I'm going to be seeing you some other time. So from me here, have a nice day and God bless you. Ciao.